Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Owen and welcome back to another video. I know it's been a couple weeks since I uploaded. I'm really sorry about that. This video is gonna be a little bit different from my usual videos. This is gonna be a DIY video. A lot of you guys requested it in my like $3,500 haul video where I showed off the Junior jacket, and I asked if you guys want to see a DIY version of a Carhartt jacket, just kind of my take on it, my DIY, film the whole process for you guys, and you guys said definitely yes. So here we are. Real quick, before we get into the rest of the video, I'm starting back up a subscriber outfits video, except this time it's gonna be a top 10 subscriber outfits, not a just rating subscriber outfits. So make sure your outfits are really, really good and submit them to owentopfits@gmail.com. It'll be on the screen right now. That's the email you submit it to. You have to include your Instagram handle as well as the brands that you are wearing, just so I can kind of break it down, talk about each piece individually. And then I'll be picking 10 of my favorite outfits and then putting it all in one video for you guys, give you guys some feedback, tell you guys why I like it so much. So a couple weeks ago, I bought this jacket right here, and it is the Junior CDG Carhartt jacket. I believe it released not too long ago. They're mostly sold out, and this item did retail for $1,300, but obviously I got it on sale. I didn't pay that full price. This is like a super sick jacket. It's pretty simple. It's just a normal Carhartt jacket, but then it has this awesome print that goes all over. It creates this really, really cool paint splatter effect. Obviously, it's not real paint splatter because it is just printed. You guys can see on the back how it's paneled like that. Anyways, enough about this jacket. If you guys want to hear more about it, here's a card right here. But anyways, I asked you guys if you want to see a DIY version of this jacket, just kind of my take on a Carhartt jacket, and you guys said yes. So I ended up looking on Depop and eBay, just looking for a really, really nice used Carhartt jacket. Obviously, like new ones cost like 150 to 200 bucks, which I'm not looking to pay just for a DIY. I decided to not go with this same model jacket just because I feel like what's the point of having two of like the same jacket, even if the design is different? I still want to have two of the same models. So I ended up finding a really, really cool model. I'll be rolling the screen right now of what it looked like before I painted it. It was very, very cool. It was very used. There's a couple like paint splatters on it, like just on the body and a couple on the sleeve. It's extremely, extremely boxy. I believe it's a size XL, which is a little bit too big for me, but I think it still fits kind of. I probably should have gone with the large, but I was having a hard time finding like the right jacket with the right amount of wear. And instead of doing the same like paint splatter effect that was on this jacket, since this is a CDG collaboration, I decided to take it in a CDG direction, if that makes sense. I believe in 2005 or 2006, CDG did like a mini collection or some sort of mini capsule collection where they did this Cuba line. It has a really, really cool imagery, has like this mural effect. I believe they took like old mural paintings from Cuba and just kind of like put it on the jackets. Looks super, super cool. It's a couple different versions. I have one piece from that collection, and it's this right here. It's a very, very simple like white crew neck, but then it has this really cool print on the front. It's not a paint, it's made to look like it's painted, but obviously it's just a print. So this is the main direction I wanted to take the Carhartt jacket in. I wanted to give it the same effect, same art style, but still kind of like make it my own a little bit. So when I got the jacket, I actually took pictures of it and I brought it into Photoshop just so I can create a mock-up of the jacket and kind of get the look that I wanted before I actually put it on the jacket, just so I can kind of like plan it out visually and not just be in my head. And that way I can like make corrections about like placement and color and all that. I pulled up a bunch of images of the CDG stuff from that same Cuba collection, and I just put them all on the side, and I had the jacket on the front, and it's kind of like drew the design, filled in the colors. Once I felt like I was happy enough with the design, I saved the image and then I set up my painting station. I put the jacket down, I got all my paints out, and then instead of just going right for the paint, I decided to take a pencil to the jacket and draw out the design beforehand. That way I can proportionally get the same image onto the jacket. It took a really, really long time to do just because I'm very like picky and I'm definitely a perfectionist when it comes to this kind of stuff. And after trying to draw on the jacket for like an hour and a half, I decided to just go with it. Since I didn't talk while I was painting the jacket, I'll just switch over to like a voiceover while I'm painting so you guys understand the process that I took. Once that's done, I'll show you guys what the jacket looks like on and we'll talk about it. And here's the time lapse. Okay, so when I was painting the jacket, I had to think about the layers I wanted to use. I knew I wanted the outline layer that'll go over everything to be the very, very final part. So I had to lay that on last, which means I had to do the skin color first and then kind of build my way up to the outline layer. For the skin color, I decided to use like a nice fat round brush and kind of dab the paint on with the tip instead of using brush strokes, which keeps it very, very loose, very broken. It keeps it from being very clean cut. I wanted to leave some patches of the jacket unpainted to make it look very like worn and tattered. I did the same thing with the pants. As you guys see, there's some like brown spots left unpainted, which is what I wanted. And then when going over with the yellow, I decided to draw it out lightly first and then go over darker. I I did it a couple times. As you can see, my dog like keeps biting my hand. But yeah, right here I did it very, very lightly, and I went over a second time just to make sure I got the positioning right. I wanted to keep the yellow very, very broken and like very disconnected, very, very patchy. I think it looks pretty cool. Like the left side looks clean, and it gets kind of rough towards the right side. It was tough to like plan out in my head. I didn't use pencil for this part. I just kind of went for it, and I think it looks pretty cool. And then I had to add on the collar. And then the next morning, since the pants dried kind of like this weird blue color, I decided to paint over it again with a gray. This kind of sucks because I couldn't really leave much of the original jacket color underneath since it dried and I had to repaint it. And then when going over the shirt, I decided to use a navy blue next and then just go perpendicular to the yellow stripes. I had to do a couple coats just because as the blue dried, there's still like some yellow shining through where the blue and the yellow connected, so I just did 2 coats. I think it came out okay. Going up the shirt, I had to keep it more like angled just so it kind of goes with the flow of how like the shirt would flow on the body. As you can see right here, this is where I'm going over the second coat just to make sure it looks great. I didn't want it to look too bad. And then I had to go over the collar. I decided to add this little riot on the right side of the jacket just so it kind of keeps the jacket a little bit more interesting. It's just another element to like distract your eye, I guess. I decided to like place it over the pocket. I think it looks pretty cool. And they use that same red to go over the blue stripes on the shirt, just to like lay it over and give it some more dimension, and give like the shirt some more complication. I decided to keep the base color of the shirt the jacket color and not use any sort of paint to go underneath any of these, which stays true to the original artwork and the original inspiration. They used a red shirt and just kept that as the base color of the shirt, so I just decided to keep this one brown. I think the colors kind of work well. I decided to lay the red over the blue just to give it some more layering. As you can see, I'm about to finish up on the collar right there. And then finally, this is where I go over everything with a black outline. It was kind of hard because it was kind of hard because I didn't really have any thin brushes, so I kind of had to use whatever I had around. Went around the mustache and the sunglasses, and then towards the neck. I had to keep the lines exactly how I wanted in the Photoshop image that I created. And then for the hair, I decided to use the back of a brush, like the rounded point, just because I didn't have anything thin enough to make these marks. So I just ended up just dabbing the paint on the back of the brush and just keep going back and forth. I think it created a cool effect. I probably would have ended up using a smaller brush if I had one around. And then I started to go around the shirt and around the cuff of the shirt. I decided to keep the pants unoutlined, which is what the CDG stuff had. So just staying true to the original artwork, and then going around the body. Alright you guys, here is the final product, the DIY CDG Owen Carhartt jacket. I think it came out great. I had to repaint over stuff a couple of times just so it layered correctly, but I think it came out great. I've actually sent pictures of this to a couple of my collector friends who collect old CDG stuff. They thought it was a real sample piece. This jacket is kind of huge, so it probably would fit better on somebody a little bit bigger than me, but I still think it looks great. It has a nice oversized look to it. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are on the jacket. If you guys do decide to do a DIY Carhartt jacket just like I did, please send me images through Instagram. Just DM me and I'll respond. I know a lot of you are very, very creative, so I'm excited to see what you come up with. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please let me know down in the comments. I'm totally down to do more like this. It was kind of a long process, but it's definitely worth it because at the end, you have an item that's completely yours, nobody else has it. It's kind of like an exclusive feeling. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. It really, really helps me out. A lot of people have been telling me they haven't been seeing my videos pop up in their sub box, so definitely hit the notification bell next to subscribe just so you guys get notified when I post a video. A lot of people have been saying they haven't seen my videos. I guess YouTube is kind of broken, so definitely hit the bell. I'll see you guys in a few days. Peace out, you guys. Have a good day.